ओके, सीवीटी वालों ने इन टॉपिक्स को मतलब करंट चैलेंजेस फेसिंग द इंडियन इकोनॉमी में स्पेसिफिक टॉपिक्स बता रखे हैं। जैसे एब्सोल्यूट और रिलेटिव को तुम्हें बहुत डिटेल में पढ़ना है, मेन प्रोग्राम्स फॉर पॉवर्टी एलिवेशन उसे डिटेल में पढ़ना है, और क्रिटिकल असेसमेंट को डिटेल में पढ़ना है। मतलब सारी चीजें डिटेल में पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है, ठीक है। तो पहले तो मैं तुम्हें ऊपर ऊपर से बता देता हूँ कि पॉवर्टी होता क्या है, ठीक है। जो अपनी बेसिक नीड्स को फुलफिल ना कर पाए वो पुअर इंसान है। जो अपने बेसिक नीड्स को फुलफिल ना कर पाए वो पुअर इंसान है, ठीक है। तो द मिनिमम रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ फूड, क्लोथिंग, हाउसिंग, एजुकेशन एंड हेल्थ फैसिलिटी in a country where is a big mass of population is deprived of even basic minimum amenities of life for a long period, then such countries suffer a vicious circle of poverty. अब दो टाइप ऑफ पुअर होते हैं, एक अर्बन पुअर होता है और एक रूरल पुअर होते हैं, ठीक है। अर्बन पुअर के पास कुछ एसेट्स होते हैं, ठीक है। ये कच्चा हटमेंट्स में रह रहे होते हैं जो मड और रूफ मेड ऑफ ग्रास से बना होता है। द पुअरेस्ट ऑफ देम डू नॉट इवन हैव सच ड्वेलिंग। द अर्बन पुअर आर लार्जली द overflow of rural poor who migrated from urban areas in search of alternative employment and livelihood. तो अर्बन में जो पुअर होते हैं वो मोस्टली गांव वाले एरिया से आकर शहर वाले इलाके में रह रहे होते हैं। वहीं अगर रूरल पुअर की बात की जाए, poor include landless agricultural laborer, cultivators and with small land holding. Landless labor engage in a variety of non-agricultural job or tenant cultivator with small land holding. So many rural people are landless, even if some of them possesses land, it only dry or wasteland. Many rural people do not get to have even a 2 days of meal, ठीक है। तो दो टाइप के पुअर होते हैं, एक अर्बन पुअर होता है, एक रूरल पुअर होते हैं। Urban poverty is a spillover of rural poverty to a large extent. In India, people residing in rural areas have a tendency to migrate to urban area to search for employment opportunity. However, rural people are not educated and skilled enough. As a result, they do not have jobs beyond a subsistence. In this way, they only add to the percentage of urban population below poverty line. ठीक है। अब कॉमन कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स होते हैं किसी भी पुअर इंसान के। सबसे पहला होता है हंगर, स्टारवेशन और मैल न्यूट्रिशन, ठीक है। हंगर, स्टारवेशन, मैल न्यूट्रिशन ये पहला कंडीशन हो गया। दूसरा उसकी पुअर हेल्थ होती है क्योंकि उसे बैलेंस डाइट नहीं मिल रहा होता। लिमिटेड इकोनॉमिक अपॉर्चुनिटी होती है क्योंकि वो अनपढ़ होता है। डेट ट्रैप होता है क्योंकि वो उधार पे उधार ले रहा होता है। उसके बाद लैक ऑफ फैसिलिटी ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी एंड वाटर होता है क्योंकि उसे उतनी अच्छी अच्छी फैसिलिटी नहीं मिल पाती। जेंडर इनइक्वालिटी होता है, बॉय को ज्यादा प्रेफरेंस मिल रही होती है एज कम्पेयर टू गर्ल। बिगर फैमिली होती है क्योंकि वो ये सोचते हैं कि भीख जो ज्यादा लोगों को मिल जाएगी। ओके, अब आता है इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक जो तुम्हारे सिलेबस का पार्ट है, ठीक है। तो मेजर्स ऑफ पॉवर्टी को ना दो में डिवाइड कर रखा है, एक रिलेटिव पॉवर्टी और एक एब्सोल्यूट पॉवर्टी। मेजर्स ऑफ पॉवर्टी को दो में डिवाइड कर रखा है, एक रिलेटिव पॉवर्टी और एब्सोल्यूट पॉवर्टी। तो द प्रॉब्लम ऑफ पॉवर्टी कैन ओवरकम ओनली when poor are identified. For this extent, poverty needs to be worked out. Relative poverty and absolute poverty. Relative poverty refers to a poverty in which comparison to other people, regions or nation, ठीक है। इसमें क्या होता है, मान लो इंडिया 1000 रुपीज कमा रहा है और नेपाल जो है वो 800 रुपीज कमा रहा है, तो इंडिया जो है वो नॉन पुअर है, नेपाल जो है पुअर है। इस टाइप से यहाँ पर पॉवर्टी को डिफाइन करते हैं। So relative poverty refers to a poverty of people in comparison to other people, regions or nation. Relative poverty refers to the poverty of people in comparison to other people, regions or nation. Example, if Ram has lower income in comparison to Sham, then we can say that Ram is relatively poor. ठीक है। तो relative poor में क्या होता है, बस हम इनकम को कंपैरिजन करते हैं। ये कौन से देश के लिए अच्छा है, जहां पर डेवलप्ड इकोनॉमी है, ठीक है। डेवलपिंग इकोनॉमी के लिए अच्छा नहीं है, इंडिया जैसी कंट्री के लिए अच्छा नहीं है, क्योंकि डेवलप्ड इकोनॉमी में क्या है, हर किसी की इतनी इनकम तो होती है कि वो अपना घर चला सके, ठीक है। तो बस वो ये देख रहे होते हैं कि किसके पास पैसा है और किसके पास पैसा नहीं है, ठीक है। तो इफ राम हैज लोअर इनकम इन कंपैरिजन टू श्याम, देन वी कैन से दैट राम इज रिलेटिवली पुअर, ठीक है, क्योंकि राम के पास कम पैसा है एज कंपेयर टू श्याम, ठीक है। Importance, it helps to understanding the relative position of different segments of the population. The concept of Lorentz curve, तुम्हें लॉरेंस कर्व याद होगा, कुछ इस टाइप का कर्व बनता था, ठीक है। एंड गिनीज कोफिशिएंट आर यूज्ड टू मेजर्स द रिलेटिव पॉवर्टी। तो अब ये नाम याद रखना। लॉरेंस कर्व हमें क्या बता देता था कि कितना डिस्क्रिमिनेशन चल रहा है, इक्वालिटी कितनी है इनकम के डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में, ठीक है, और जितना गैप आता था उतने लोग जो है वो पुअर रहते थे और उतना डिस्क्रिमिनेशन है। ओके, तो द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ लॉरेंस कर्व एंड गिनी कोफिशिएंट आर यूज्ड टू मेजर द रिलेटिव पॉवर्टी। लिमिटेशन, it only reflects the relative position of different segment of the population in the income hierarchy, does not consider how poor the poor person is or whether he is deprived of the basic minimum requirement of life or not। ठीक है, तो ये इसका लिमिटेशन हो गया। चलो अब इसे एनसीईआरटी के डोमेन में पढ़ देते हैं।
तो जो आपने ग्रुप पे भेजी है वो संदीप गर्ग की है।
हाँ, वो संदीप गर्ग। तो जो ये तो 9th क्लास हो। इसमें ये क्या poverty? ओके, थोड़ा इसे स्टार्टिंग से ही देखना होगा क्योंकि प्राइम मिनिस्टर का भी नाम दे रखा है। क्या हो गया? 1 मिनट। Okay, no society can surely be flourishing and happy, of which for far greater part of the members are poor and miserable. Adam Smith. In previous chapter, you have studied the economic policy that India has taken in the last 6.5 decades and outcome of these policy with relation to the various development indicator. जो हमने पढ़ा ग्लोबलाइजेशन, प्राइवेटाइजेशन, फिर इंडियन पॉलिसीज, फिर इंडस्ट्रियल पॉलिसी रेजोल्यूशन, फर्स्ट वाला 1948 में आया था, सेकंड वाला जो आया था वो 1956 में आया था, फिर शेड्यूल ए, शेड्यूल बी, शेड्यूल सी, फिर कारवा कमेटी, ये सारी चीजें. Providing minimum basic needs of the people. Providing minimum basic needs of the people and reduction of poverty have been the major aim of independent India. To the pattern of development that successive 5-year plans envisaged laid emphasis on the upliftment of the poorest of the poor. Anodhya integrating the poor into the mainstream and achieving minimum standard of living for all. While addressing the Constituent Assembly in 1947, Jawaharlal Nehru had said, "This achievement independence is but a step, an opening of an opportunity to the great triumphs and achievement that await us, to the ending of poverty and ignorance and disease and inequality of opportunity." ठीक है, तो ये किसने बोला था? जवाहरलाल नेहरू ने बोला था, तो ये देख लेना. However, we need to know where we stand today. Poverty is not only a challenge for India, as more than 1/5 of the world's poor live in India. मतलब अगर पूरे वर्ल्ड में 5 जने हैं तो उसमें से एक जना जो है इंडिया का होगा, मतलब 5 जने पुअर है तो उसमें एक जो है वो इंडिया का होगा. But also for the world, where about 300 million people are not able to meet their basic need. Poverty has many faces which have been changing from place to place across time and has been described in many ways. Most often, poverty is a situation that people want to escape. So poverty is call to action for the poor and the wealthy alike. A call to change the world so that many more may have enough to eat, adequate shelter, access to education and health, protection for violence, and a voice in what happens in their community. To know what helps to reduce poverty, what works and what does not, what changes over time, poverty has to be defined, measured and studied, even experienced. So as poverty has many dimensions, it has to be looked at through a variety of indicators. Level of income, consumption, social indicator, and indicator of vulnerability to risk, and socio-economic, social political access. तो ये देख लेते हैं. लेवल ऑफ इनकम, कंजम्पशन, सोशल इंडिकेटर, इंडिकेटर ऑफ वल्नरेबिलिटी टू रिस्क एंड सोशल पॉलिटिकल एक्सेस. You would have noticed that in all localities and neighborhood, both in rural and urban area, there are some of us who are poor and some of us who are rich. Read the story of Anu and Sudha. Their lives are example of two extreme. See box 4.1. There are also people who belong to many stages in between: pushcart vendors, street cobblers, women who string flowers, rack pickers, vendors, beggars. Some example of poor and vulnerable group in the urban area. The poor people possesses few assets, reside in kacha hutments with walls made up of baked mud and roofs made up of grass, thatch, bamboo, and wood. The poorest of them do not even have such dwelling. In rural areas, many of them are landless. Even if some of them possesses land, it is only dry or wasteland. Many do not get even 2 meals a day. Starvation and hunger are the key feature of poorest household. The poor have lack of literacy and skills and hence have very limited economic opportunity. Poor people also face unstable employment. Malnutrition is alarming high among poor. Ill health, disability, or serious illness makes them physically weak. They borrow from money lenders who charge high rate of interest that lead them to a chronic indebtedness. The poor are highly vulnerable. They are not able to negotiate their legal wages from employer and are exploited. क्योंकि उन्हें नौकरी नहीं मिल रही होती तो मजबूरन कारण उन्हें करना ही पड़ता है. So most of the poor household have no access to electricity. Their primary cooking fuel is firewood and cow dung. A large section of the poor people do not have even access to safe drinking water. There is a evidence of extreme gender inequality in the particular of gainful employment, education, and in decision making within the family. Poor women receive less care on their way to motherhood. Their children are less likely to survive or born healthy. Economists identify the poor on the basis of their occupation and ownership of asset. तो इकोनॉमिक्स कैसे डिफाइन करता है, आइडेंटिफाई करता है पुअर को ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ ऑक्यूपेशन एंड ओनरशिप ऑफ द एसेट. They state that the rural poor work mainly as a landless agricultural laborer, cultivator with very small land holding, landless labor who are engaged in variety of non-agricultural job, and tenant cultivator with small land holding. So the urban poor are largely the overflow of rural poor who had migrated to urban area in search of alternative employment and livelihood. Laborers who do a variety of casual jobs and self-employed who sell a variety of things like roadsides and are engaged in various activities. So what is poverty? Two scholars, Shaheen Rafi Khan and Damian Killen, put the condition of the poor in a nutshell. Poverty is a hunger. Poverty is being sick and not being able to see a doctor. Poverty is not being able to go to school and not knowing how to read. Poverty is not having a job. Poverty is a fear for the future. Having food once in a day. Poverty is losing a child to illness. Brought about unclear water. Poverty is a powerlessness, lack of representation and freedom. What do you think? तो अब ये देख लेते हैं इनमें इसमें क्या कहा था. अनु और सुधा दो औरतें थी, ठीक है, born on the same day. Anu's mother and father were construction laborer, and Sudha's father was a businessman and her mother was a designer. तो वहां पर दो वर्किंग पीपल है और वहां पर बस एक ही है, ठीक है. नहीं, वहां पर भी दो ही है लेकिन वो कंस्ट्रक्शन लेबरर है और यहाँ पर जो है वो अच्छी जॉब है उनकी. एक जो है वो बिजनेसमैन है और एक डिजाइनर है. Anu's mother worked by carrying head loads of bricks and until she went into labor. She then went behind the tool shed on the construction site and delivered her baby alone. She fed her child and then wrapped her in an old sari, made a cradle with a gunny sack, put little Anu in it and hang it from a tree. She hurried back to work as she was afraid she would lose her job. She hoped that Anu would sleep until evening. Sudha was born in one of the best nursing homes in the city. She was thoroughly checked by doctor. She was bathed and dressed in a clean, soft clothes and placed in a crib next to her mother. Her mother fed her whenever she was hungry, hugged and kissed her, and sang her to sleep. Her family and friends celebrated her arrivals. Anu and Sudha had very different childhood. Anu learned to look after herself at a very early age. She knew what hunger and deprivation were. She discovered how to pick food from dustbin, how to keep warm during the winter, to find shelter in a monsoon, and how to play with a piece of string, stones, and twigs. Anu could not go to school, and her parents were migrant worker who kept moving from city to city in search of work. Anu loved to dance. Whenever she heard music, she would improvise. She was very beautiful and her movements were graceful and evocative. Her dream was to dance on a stage someday. Anu could have become a great dancer, but she had to begin work at the age of 12. She had to earn a living with her mother and father, building houses for rich, houses she would never live in. Sudha went to a very good play school where she learned how to read, write, and count. She went on excursions to a planetarium, museum, and national park. She later went to a very good school. She loved painting and started getting private lessons from a famous artist. She later joined a design school and become a well-known painter. ठीक है, तो ऐसी कंडीशंस तो सबको पता ही रहती है, इंडिया में पाई जाती हैं, ठीक है, जहां किसी को कोई दिक्कत नहीं आई होगी. Okay, how are poor people identified? If India is to solve the problem of poverty, it has to find viable and sustainable strategy to address the causes of poverty and design scheme to help the poor out of their situation. However, for these schemes to be implemented, the government needs to be able to identify who the poor are. For this, there is a need to develop a scale of measured poverty and the factors that make up the criteria in this measurement mechanism need to be carefully chosen. In the pre-independent India, ठीक है, in the pre-independent India, जब इंडिया आजाद नहीं हुआ था, दादाभाई नरोजी was the first to discuss the concept of poverty line. ठीक है, अब ये लिख लेना कहीं पर. ठीक है, दादाभाई नरोजी जो थे, जो कॉन्सेप्ट लाए थे पोवर्टी लाइन पर. He used the menu for the prisoner. मतलब जो जेल वालों को खाना मिलता है उस हिसाब से इन्होंने पोवर्टी लाइन को डिफाइन किया था. He used the menu for a prisoner and used appropriate prevailing price to arrive at what may be called jail cost of living. ठीक है, इसे क्या कहते हैं? जेल कॉस्ट ऑफ लिविंग. जो उन्होंने पोवर्टी लाइन को डिफाइन किया था वो मील से डिफाइन किया था. और मील किसके? जो जेल वालों को मील मिलती है, जो जेल में रहते हैं उन्हें जो मील मिलती है उस हिसाब से. ठीक है. However, only adults stay in jail, whereas in actual society there are children too. He therefore appropriately adjusted this cost of living to arrive at the poverty line. For this adjustment, he assumed that 1/3 of the population consisted of children. मतलब अगर मान लो कि पूरे इन टोटल 3 जने रह रहे हैं, उसमें से एक जना जो है वो चाइल्ड है. ठीक है, ओके. एंड हाफ ऑफ देम कंज्यूम वेरी लिटिल. ठीक है, अब इसका हाफ निकाल लेते हैं. ठीक है, ये कितना आएगा? 1/6. ठीक है, ये जो 1/6 है मतलब जो चिल्ड्रन का 1/3 पार्ट है, वो 1/3 का हाफ जो है वो बहुत स्मॉल पोर्शन ऑफ खाना खाता है. ठीक है, बहुत स्मॉल पोर्शन. वाइल द अदर हाफ कंज्यूम द अडल्ट डाइट. ठीक है, और जो बचा हुआ 1/6 है वो अडल्ट डाइट लेता है, मतलब अच्छा खासा खाता है. ठीक है, मतलब 1/3 जो पॉपुलेशन है चिल्ड्रन की, उसमें से हाफ ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन बहुत कम खाता है और हाफ ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन अडल्ट टाइप डाइट खाता है. दिस इज हाउ ही अराइव्ड एट द फैक्टर ऑफ 3/4. 1/6 nil plus 1/6 half plus 2/3 full 3/4 full. ठीक है, तो अच्छा ठीक है, अब ध्यान से सुनना. देखो, तुम लोगों को ये तो पता चल गया कि उन्होंने 3 हिस्सों में डिवाइड कर दिया था पॉपुलेशन को, 1 2 3. ठीक है, मतलब 3 जने रह रहे हैं. अब मान लो 1/3 पॉपुलेशन चाइल्ड है, मतलब टोटल पॉपुलेशन अगर मान लो 21,000 है, तो तुम्हें पता चल जाएगा चिल्ड्रन का रेशियो कितना है. तो चिल्ड्रन कितने होंगे? 7,000. ठीक है, अब उन्होंने बोला कि वो जो 1/3 पॉपुलेशन है उसमें से जो हाफ पॉपुलेशन है 1/6, तो अब 2 1/6 आ जाएंगे. ठीक है, एक 1/6 जो है वो बहुत थोड़ा खाता है, बहुत ज्यादा कम खाता है. ठीक है, और एक जो 1/6 है ना वो अडल्ट की हाफ डाइट खाता है. अब अडल्ट की हाफ डाइट खाता है, इसका मतलब क्या है? अगर अडल्ट 10 रोटी खा रहा है तो ये 5 रोटी खा रहा है. ठीक है, अब बचा कितना? 2/3 ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन. 2/3 ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन अडल्ट की फुल डाइट लेता है. ठीक है, तो अगर मान लो पॉपुलेशन 3 लाख की है, तो अब मेरे को इससे पता चल जाएगा कि 1 लाख जो है वो चिल्ड्रन है. ठीक है, और 2 लाख जो है वो मेरे अडल्ट है. अब 1 लाख चिल्ड्रन में 50,000 जो है वो बहुत थोड़ा खा रहे हैं, और जो 50,000 है वो हाफ खा रहे हैं अडल्ट की डाइट का, और 2 लाख तो फुल डाइट ले ही रहे हैं. ठीक है, अब जरा पढ़ते हैं तो तुम्हें समझ आ जाएगा. For this adjustment, he assumed that 1/3 of the population consisted of children and half of them consume very little, while the other half consume while the other half consume half of the adult diet. This is how he arrived at the factor of 3/4. 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 2/3 full. ठीक है, तो the weighted average of the consumption of 3 segment gives the average poverty line, which comes out to be the 3/4 of the adult jail cost of living. उन सबको जब ऐड कर दोगे 1/6 nil plus 1/6 half plus 2/3 full, तो ये 3/4 आएगा. ठीक है, तो the weighted average of the consumption of the 3 segment gives the average poverty line, which comes out to be 3/4 of the adult jail cost of living. So in the post-independent India, there have been several attempts to work out the mechanism to identify the number of poor in the country. For instance, in 1962, ये लिख लेना. For instance, in 1962, the Planning Commission formed a study group. In 1979, another body called Task Force on Projection of Minimum Needs and Effective Consumption Demand was formed. In 1985 and 2005, expert group were reconstituted for the same purpose. ये dates लिख लेना जिन्हें लिखनी है. यहां तक किसी को दिक्कत ऑनलाइन ऑफलाइन में दिक्कत किसी को, ये लिख लेना dates. ये भी लिख लेना कैसे वो कर रखा है. एब्सोल्युटली पुअर, वेरी पुअर, पुअर, नॉट सो पुअर, मिडिल क्लास, अपर मिडिल क्लास, द रिच, द वेरी रिच, मिलेनियर्स, बिलियनियर्स. ओके. Beside Planning Commission, many individual economists have also attempted to develop such a mechanism. For the purpose of defining poverty, we divide people into 2 categories, the poor and the non-poor. And the poverty line separates the two. However, there are many kinds of poor: absolutely poor, the very poor, and the poor. Similarly, there are various kinds of non-poor: the middle class, the upper middle class, the rich, the very rich, and the absolutely rich. Think of this as a line of continuum from a very poor to a absolutely rich, with a poverty line dividing the poor from a non-poor. ओके, तो अब इसे इससे देखते हैं. नहीं, अभी स्टार्टिंग में ना कुछ कुछ चीजें हैं जो आगे वाले से रिलेट कर रही है, इसलिए तो आगे वाले से कट जाएगा वो. ठीक है, हाँ, अब ये देख लेना जरा, कैटेगरीज ऑफ पॉवर्टी. सबसे पहले आता है क्रॉनिक पुअर. क्रॉनिक पुअर ना हमेशा पुअर रहते हैं. ठीक है, तो क्रॉनिक पुअर के 2 टाइप होते हैं, एक ऑलवेज पुअर और एक यूजुअली पुअर. इट इंक्लूड्स पीपल हु आर ऑलवेज पुअर, फॉर एग्जांपल रैग पिकर्स. ठीक है, फिर आता है आपका यूजुअली पुअर. इट इंक्लूड्स पीपल हु आर यूजुअली पुअर. ठीक है, बट समटाइम्स मे हैव इनकम मोर देन द पॉवर्टी लाइन. तो कैजुअल वर्कर्स. ठीक है, इसका ग्राफ ये हो जाता है. ठीक है, ऑलवेज पुअर जो हमेशा बिलो लाइन ही रहता है पॉवर्टी के. ठीक है, और यूजुअली पुअर वो बाय चांस कभी कभी अबव आ जाता है. फिर आता है आपका ट्रांजिएंट पुअर. ट्रांजिएंट पुअर में 2 आते हैं, एक चर्निंग पुअर और एक ओकेजनली पुअर. चर्निंग पुअर का मतलब क्या है, जो सीसॉ वाला सिस्टम चलता है उसके साथ, कभी नॉन पुअर कभी पुअर, कभी नॉन पुअर कभी पुअर. ठीक है, तो इट इंक्लूड्स पीपल हु आर रेगुलरली मूव इन एंड आउट ऑफ पॉवर्टी, एग्जांपल स्मॉल फार्मर एंड सीजनल वर्कर. एंड ओकेजनली पुअर, इट इंक्लूड्स पीपल हु आर रिच मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम, दैट इज नॉर्मली दे हैव income more than the poverty line, but sometimes due to bad phase in life, they may remain below the poverty line. During COVID lockdown, many people lost their job and many had shut down their business. ठीक है, और नॉन पुअर जो नॉन पुअर रहते हैं. ठीक है, तो categorizing poverty, there are many ways to categorize poverty. In one such way, people who are always poor, and those who are usually poor but who may sometimes have little more money, example casual worker, are grouped under the chronic poor. Another group, churning poor, who regularly move in and out of the poverty, example small farmers, seasonal worker, and occasionally poor, who are rich most of the time, may sometimes have patch of bad luck, they are called transient poor. And then those who are never poor and they are non poor. ठीक है, ठीक है, ये आ गया ना समझ? पोवर्टी लाइन, ठीक है, अब मेन है जो आ सकता है. नाउ लेट अस एग्जामिन हाउ टू डिटरमाइन द पोवर्टी लाइन. There are many ways of measuring poverty. One way is to determine it by monetary value per capita expenditure of the minimum calorie intake that has estimated at 2400 calorie for rural person. ये आ सकता है, ठीक है, rural person के लिए 2400 calories and 2100 for a person in urban area. Based on this, in 2009 to 10, the poverty line was defined for rural areas as consumption was 673 per person a month, and for urban area it was 860. Though the government uses the monthly per capita expenditure as a proxy for their income of household. ठीक है, identify the poor. Do you think this mechanism satisfactory? Identify the poor household in our country.
सर जो 673 पर मंथ है, ये क्या है मतलब?
ये उसका कॉस्ट है. अगर वो 2400 कैलोरीज पर डे ले रहा है तो महीने का खर्चा कितना आएगा?
सर ज्यादा कम नहीं है ये?
नहीं नहीं, तो राशन भी तो मिलता है सस्ते रेट पे. राशन तो 5-5 रुपए का मिलता है.
हैं? अच्छा वैसे वो सब सब
हाँ. चलो अब ना लेटेस्ट वाला देख लेते हैं, डेटा क्या कहता है. ओके छोड़ो, अभी तो यही देख लेते हैं। बाकी आपके इसमें कितना लिखा है, उसमें देखना लेटेस्ट कुछ लिखा है पीछे, ये वाले में, ये वाले तुम्हारे वाले में लिखा है लेटेस्ट, उतना ही लिखा है या सेम? तो 2011 से 12 के हिसाब से 816 और 1000 है। इधर भी 816 और 1000 लिखो। तुमने इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, हाँ लास्ट सेंसस के हिसाब से 816 और, अच्छा ये लिखता हूँ ना, मिनिमम कैलोरी, मिनिमम मॉनेटरी वैल्यू ऑफ मिनिमम कैलोरी इनटेक।
तेरे पर एनसीईआरटी में अपडेट थोड़ी हुआ, हम तो एनसीईआरटी का मानेंगे।
हाँ नहीं, एनसीईआरटी ना ये पुरानी वाली है, तुम्हारे में 816 और 1 लिखा है। हाँ हाँ, 816 फॉर 816 फॉर रूरल एरियाज, और अर्बन एरिया के लिए 1000, और ये पर मंथ का है, ठीक है, याद रखना है। और कैलोरी इनटेक की बात करें तो 2400 रूरल पीपल की, क्योंकि वो फिजिकल टास्क ज्यादा करते हैं, और 2100 अर्बन पीपल की, क्योंकि वो माइंड वाला काम ज्यादा करते हैं। ये समझ गए ना? चलो अब नेक्स्ट पे आते हैं। Economists state that a major problem with this mechanism is that group of all poor together does not differentiate between the very poor and the other poor. Also, this mechanism takes into account expenditure on food and few select item as a proxy for income. Economist question, देखो अब पुअर के भी अंदर अंदर भी तो बहुत सारे ऐसे पुअर होंगे जो बहुत गंदे वाले पुअर है, ठीक है, जो मतलब पुअर के पुअर ही है, ठीक है। So this mechanism is helpful in identifying the poor as a group to be taken care of by the government, but it would be difficult to identify who among the poor need help the most. So there are many factors other than income and asset which are associated with the poverty. ठीक है, इकोनॉमिक्स कैसे डिफाइन करते हैं पोवर्टी को, कितने एसेट्स है और उसका ऑक्यूपेशन क्या है, ठीक है। और इंडिया में कैसे डिफाइन हुआ था प्री इंडिपेंडेंस से पहले पहले, दादा भाई नरोजी, जेल कॉस्ट ऑफ लिविंग, ठीक है। उसके बाद क्या हुआ था, मिनिमम कैलोरी इंटेक, और मिनिमम कैलोरी इंटेक का अब दाम क्या चल रहा है, 816 फॉर रूरल एरिया, और अर्बन एरिया के 1000 रुपीज, ठीक है, मंथली है वो, ठीक है। और कैलोरी इंटेक की बात करें तो 2100 जो है वो आपका अर्बन का, और रूरल का 2400। और क्यों है ऐसा, क्योंकि वो फिजिकल टास्क ज्यादा करता है रूरल वाला, और अर्बन वाला नहीं करता। For instance, the accessibility to a basic education, healthcare, drinking water, and sanitation, they need to be considered to develop the poverty line. The existing mechanism for determining the poverty line also does not take into consideration the social factor that trigger and perpetuate poverty, such as illiteracy, ill health, lack of access to resources, discrimination, or lack of civil and political freedom. So the aim of poverty alleviation scheme should be to improve human lives by expanding the range of things that a person could do, such as healthy and well nourished, to be knowledgeable and participate in the life of a community. From this point of view, development is about removing the obstacle of the things that a person can do in life, such as illiteracy, ill health, lack of access to resources, और lack of civil and political freedom. देखो एक बार ना, ये मुझे लग रहा है कि assertion and reason में आ सकता है, यहां से एक बार रीड कर लो आप लोग। ये वाला पहले रीड करो। Though the government uses monthly per capita expenditure as a proxy for income of household to identify the poor, Do you think this mechanism satisfactory identify the poor household in our country? अब आगे बढ़ते हैं. Economists state that a major problem with the mechanism is that groups of all poor together and does not differentiate between the very poor and the other poor. जैसे क्रॉनिक में भी कितने सारे वो हैं, अलग अलग है, ट्रांजिएंट, ठीक है, वो अलग अलग है. Expenditure on food and few item as a proxy for income. Economists question its basis. This mechanism is helpful in identifying the poor as a group to be taken care of by the government, but it would be difficult to identify who among the poor need help the most. So there are factors other than income and asset which are associated with the poverty. For instance, the accessibility to a basic education, health care, drinking water, sanitation, they need to be considered to develop a poverty line. ठीक है, क्या क्या चीजें बोली उन्होंने? The accessibility to basic education, health care, drinking water, and sanitation. They need to be considered to develop poverty line. The existing mechanism for determining the poverty line also does not take into consideration social factors that trigger and perpetuate poverty, such as illiteracy, ill health, lack of access to resources, discrimination, or lack of civil political freedom. So the aim of poverty alleviation scheme, poverty alleviation scheme का मतलब है कि गवर्नमेंट अलग अलग इनिशिएटिव निकाले जिससे कि ये सारी चीजें ठीक हो. So the aim of poverty alleviation scheme should be improve human lives by expanding the range of things that a person could be and could do, such as to be healthy and well nourished, to be knowledgeable and participate in the life of a community. From this point of view, development is about removing the obstacle to the things that a person can do in life, such as illiteracy, ill health, lack of access to resources, lack of civil and political freedom. चलो अब ये देखते हैं. Though the government claims that high rate of growth, increase in agricultural production, providing employment in rural areas, and economic reform packages introduced in 1990 have resulted in decline in poverty level. Economists raise doubt about the government claim. They point out that the way the data are collected, items are included in the consumption basket, methodology followed to estimate the poverty line, and the number of poor are manipulated to arrive a reduced figure of the number of poor in India, जिससे कि उन्हें वोट बैंक मिल जाए. So due to various limitation in the absolute official estimation of poverty, scholars have attempted to find alternative methods. For instance, Amrita Sen जो है वो भी economist थे. Amrita Sen, noted Nobel lecturer, has developed an index known as Sen Index. There are other tools such as Poverty Gap Index, Squared Poverty Gap. You will learn about these tools in higher classes. प्रोग्राम्स आ गया, इसमें एब्सोल्यूट पॉवर्टी आया था. अभी तक कोई दिखा नया टॉपिक?
नहीं सर, एब्सोल्यूट और रिलेटिव पॉवर्टी वाला टॉपिक इसमें नहीं आया एनसीईआरटी में अभी तक.
मेरे को देखा है. ओके, रिलेटिव पॉवर्टी तो पता चल गया ना, जब कंपैरिजन करते हैं, और वो कंपैरिजन किन के बेसिस में हो रहा होता है? पीपल, रीजन्स और नेशन. अब आते हैं एब्सोल्यूट पॉवर्टी. तो एब्सोल्यूट पॉवर्टी रेफर्स टू द टोटल नंबर ऑफ पीपल living below poverty line, that is total number of the poor people. So absolute poverty refers to a total number of people living below poverty line, that is total number of poor people. According to absolute measure, around 22% of the India's population is below poverty line. So the concept of absolute poverty is relevant for the less developed countries like India. Developed country के लिए relative poverty और underdeveloped या developed developing country के लिए आपके लिए हो जाएगा आपका absolute poverty. So the concept of absolute poverty is relevant for less developed country like India, where there is an abundance of poverty. It helps to measure the number of poor people. So the concept of poverty line is measured in absolute poverty. So the method of poverty line to use the measure of absolute poverty does not differentiate between the very poor and the other poor. Moreover, it does not consider social factors that generate and are responsible for poverty. Illiteracy, ill health, lack of access to resources, discrimination, and lack of civil and political freedom. So relative poverty refers to the poverty of people in comparison to other people, regions, or nation. Absolute poverty refers to a total number of people living below the poverty line, that is total number of poor people. Relative poverty is mainly found in developed countries. Absolute poverty is common issue in developing countries. Relative poverty can be measured through Lorenz curve and Gini coefficient. Absolute poverty is measured with the help of poverty line. Relative poverty changes over the time with the change in standard of living. Absolute poverty remain consistent over time. How to measure absolute poverty in India? Poverty line is used as a standard to measure the number of poor people. In poverty line, a standard is fixed in terms of minimum level of consumption. Absolute poverty refers to a situation when a person fails to reach a minimum consumption level. So in context of India, proportion of people living below poverty line gives the absolute poverty measure. Absolute measure of poverty. In this chapter, we will take poverty in the sense of absolute poverty. प्री इंडिपेंडेंस पीरियड दादा भाई नौरोजी वाला तो कर लिया है, फिर ये सारे कमेटी आए थे. तो poverty line is the minimum threshold level of income or per capita expenditure which is considered adequate for the production of a nation. Poverty line is a cutoff point on the line of distribution which usually divides the population of the country as poor and non-poor. It can determine in terms of calorie intake, monthly per capita expenditure. So the concept of poverty line is used to measure the extent of poverty in India. People having income below the poverty line are called poor, and people with the income above the poverty line are called non-poor. The poverty line tries to capture the socially acceptable minimum level of standard which the society tries to fulfill. In India, monthly per capita expenditure method is used to determine the poverty line. So according to this method, monetary value or per capita expenditure of the minimum calorie intake is calculated. Minimum calorie intake. So the Planning Commission, now called Niti Aayog, okay, Planning Commission, now called Niti Aayog, has defined poverty line on the basis of recommended nutritional requirement of 2400 calories per person per day for rural areas and 2100 calories per person per day in urban area. Higher calorie intake has been fixed for rural area because the rural worker has to do greater physical work as compared to urban worker. Monetary value of minimum calorie intake. According to Planning Commission, now called Niti Aayog, तेंदुलकर methodology. ये याद रखना, ये एक बार आ चुका है. तेंदुलकर methodology, ठीक है. The minimum monthly per capita consumption expenditure in 2011 to 12 work out to be 816 per person in rural areas and 1000 in urban areas. Poverty line divides the poor from non-poor. There are many kinds of poor. Absolutely poor, the very poor, and the poor. Similarly, there are various kinds of non-poor. The middle class, the upper middle class, the rich, the very rich, and the absolutely rich. So the poverty line divides the poor from the non-poor. This method determining the poverty line is updated over time and take change in the price level. Criticism of poverty line. So the method monthly per capita expenditure of determining poverty line is criticized due to following ways. The method group all poor together and does not differentiate between the very poor and the other poor. ये पहला हो गया. ये asserted reason में आ सकता है, ठीक है, या फिर ये आ सकता है कि कौन सा क्रिटिसिज्म सही नहीं है, ठीक है. तो पहला क्या है कि ये डिफरेंशिएट नहीं कर पाया कि वेरी पुअर और पुअर कौन कौन है. बस इसने ये बता दिया कि पॉवर्टी लाइन के ऊपर और पॉवर्टी लाइन के नीचे. ठीक है, अब ये क्यों जानना है कि वेरी पुअर कौन है, क्योंकि फिर गवर्नमेंट को उसकी हेल्प करनी चाहिए ना जो वेरी पुअर है. This mechanism is helpful in identifying the poor as a group to be taken care of by the government. However, it is very difficult to identify the poor who need the help of the most. ठीक है, तो पहले पॉइंट का ही एक्सटेंशन है ये. There are many factors other than income and asset which are associated with the poverty line. Accessibility to basic education, healthcare, drinking water, etc., which have been ignored. This method does not consider social factors that generate are responsible for poverty like illiteracy, ill health, lack of access to resources, discrimination, or lack of civil and political freedom. Due to various limitations in the official estimation of poverty, scholars have attempted to find alternative methods. For instance, Amrita Sen, noted Nobel lecturer, developed an index known as Sen Index. There are other tools as Poverty Gap Index and Squad Poverty Index. Is there are any decrease in poverty level? According to the government, higher rate of economic growth, increase in agricultural production, providing employment in rural area, and economic reform of 1991 have resulted in decline in poverty level. However, it is argued by the economists that methodology followed by estimate the poverty line and number of poor are manipulated to arrive the reduced figure of the number of poor in India. Moreover, according to them, the poverty alleviation schemes of the government should aim to improve the human lives by reducing the obstacle like illiteracy, ill health, lack of access to resources, lack of civil and political freedom. A person should be healthy, well-nourished, knowledgeable, and able to participate in the life of a country. So the incidence of poverty line declined over years, especially in 80s, but the poverty still remains a problem of considerable magnitude. To the number of poor in India. When the number of poor is estimated as a proportion of people below the poverty line, it is known as head count ratio. ठीक है, head count ratio देख लेना. When the number of poor people is estimated as a proportion of people below poverty line, it is known as head count ratio. So you might be interested in knowing the total number of poor persons residing in India. Where do they reside and has the number or the proportion declined over the years or not? When such comparative analysis of poor is made in terms of ratio and percentage, we will have an idea of different level of poverty of people and their distribution between states and over time. So the official data on poverty made available to the public by Planning Commission, it estimated on the basis of consumption expenditure data collected by National Sample Survey Organization, NSSO की full form देख लेना, National Sample Survey Organization, and their proportion of population in India for the year 1973 to 2012. More than 320 million people were below poverty line, and this number अब जो है वो 270 million है. ये तो उतना important नहीं है.
फिर वो लोग हेड काउंट रेशियो कैसे करते होंगे?
ये रहा ना, when number of poor people is estimated to a proportion of below poverty line.
थोड़ा मतलब प्रैक्टिकली बताना है इसको, लाइन समझ नहीं आई.
देखो, टोटल पॉपुलेशन को नीचे रखा और जो बिलो पॉवर्टी लाइन है उसे ऊपर रखा तो पता चल जाएगा.
अच्छा ओके. कि 10 में से 5 पॉवर्टी लाइन के अंदर है.
हाँ. ओके, अब तुम्हारे सिलेबस के हिसाब से एब्सोल्यूट एंड रिलेटिव तो पता चल गया. ठीक है, अब मेन प्रोग्राम और क्रिटिकल असेसमेंट करना है. ठीक है, ये रहा. Policies and program towards poverty alleviation. So the Indian Constitution and 5-year plan states social justice as the primary objective of the developmental strategy of the government. ठीक है, क्या क्या है? Social justice as the primary objective of the developmental strategies of the government. To quote the first 5-year plan, The urge to bring economic and social change under present condition comes from a fact of poverty and inequality in income, wealth and opportunity. Though the second 5-year plan also pointed that the benefit of economic development must accrue to more and more to relatively less privileged class of society. So first year 5-year plan ले लो, second 5-year plan ले लो. One can find in all policy document emphasizes being laid on poverty alleviation and that of various strategy need to be adopted by the government for the same. So the government approach to poverty reduction was of 3 dimensions. The first one is growth oriented approach. अब growth oriented approach में ना गवर्नमेंट ने ये सोचा था कि अगर जीडीपी बढ़ेगी तो आपका पोवर्टी कम होता जाएगा. ग्रोथ ओरिएंटेड अप्रोच में उसने ये सोचा था अगर जीडीपी बढ़ेगी तो आपका जो पॉपुलेशन मतलब आपका जो पोवर्टी है वो कम होता जाएगा. कॉजेज ऑफ पोवर्टी की तो जरूरत है. एक बार कॉजेज ऑफ पोवर्टी देख लो, कोई दिक्कत तो नहीं है इसमें. ये सारी चीजें तो पता होगी, महंगाई, हाई लिटरेसी, क्या रीजंस होते हैं पोवर्टी. So the Indian Constitution and 5-year plan have always selected social justice as the primary objective of developmental strategy of the government. Social justice, social justice. In all the 5-year plans and policy, the maximum emphasis have been given to a poverty alleviation program. Poverty alleviation and government has stressed the need for various strategies for the same. सबसे पहला आता है ग्रोथ ओरिएंटेड अप्रोच. ग्रोथ ओरिएंटेड अप्रोच में गवर्नमेंट का माइंडसेट ये था अगर जीडीपी बढ़ती है तो पुअर पीपल कम हो जाते हैं. ठीक है, तो दिस अप्रोच वाज इनिशिएटेड फ्रॉम द फर्स्ट 5-year प्लान. दिस अप्रोच इज बेस्ड ऑन द एक्सपेक्टेशन दैट एफर्ट ऑफ इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ, रैपिड इंक्रीज इन द जीडीपी and per capita income would spread all the section of the society and will trickle down the poor section also. It was felt that rapid industrial development and transformation of agriculture through green revolution in select region would benefit the underdeveloped regions and more backward sections of the community. However, growth-oriented approach proved to be ineffective. Population growth resulted in very low growth in per capita income. Green revolution intensified the disparity regionally and between large and small farmers. There was unwillingness and inability to redistribute land. The benefit of economic growth did not trickle down the poor. Due to ineffectiveness of growth approach, the policy makers started thinking that income and employment for the poor could be raised through a specific poverty alleviation program. पहले ये इज्जत से पढ़ लो जरा.
सर इसमें एक और पॉइंट नहीं आना चाहिए कि डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ इनकम मतलब इनइक्वालिटी इन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ इनकम है, जीडीपी का इक्वली डिस्ट्रीब्यूट नहीं है.
हाँ लिख सकते हो, लेकिन पुअर के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में बोल रहा है इसलिए ऐसे बोल दिया. पढ़ लिया तो थम्स अप कर देना. हाँ हाँ मैं कंटिन्यू करूंगा अभी. हाँ कल वाला अभी हो जाएगा, अभी मैं कर दूंगा. पढ़ लिया सबने? थम्स अप कर देना। ओके, चलो अब नेक्स्ट पे आते हैं, पोवर्टी एलिवेशन प्रोग्राम। हाँ, पहले ये वाला पढ़ लेते हैं यहां से। तो द फर्स्ट वन इज अ ग्रोथ ओरिएंटेड अप्रोच. It is based on the expectation that the effect of economic growth, rapid increase in gross domestic product, and the per capita income would spread all over the sections of the society and will trickle down the poor section also. This was the major focus of planning in 1950 and 1960. ये याद रखना, in the 1950s and early 1960, it was felt that rapid industrial development and transformation of agriculture through green revolution in select regions would benefit the underdeveloped region and more backward sections of the community. You must have read in chapter 2 and 3 that overall growth and growth of agriculture and industry have not been impressive. Population growth has resulted in very low growth in per capita income. The gap between the poor and the rich has actually widened. The Green Revolution accelerated disparity regionally and between large and small farmers. There was an unwillingness and inability to redistribute land. Economists state that the benefit of economic growth has not trickled down to the poor. While looking for the alternative specifically address the poor, policymakers started thinking that income and employment for the poor could be raised through the creation of additional assets and by means of work generation. This could be achieved through specific poverty elevation program. This second approach has been initiated from third 5-year plan. ठीक है? Third 5-year plan में उन्होंने कौन से programs निकाले? Poverty elevation program. And progressively enlarged since then. One of the noted program initiated in 1970 was Food for Work. ठीक है? ओके, 5 मिनट का ब्रेक है, उसके बाद फिर स्टार्ट करते हैं। तो 142 पे मिलते हैं। इसी उस पे रहेंगे।
सर वैसे कब तक खत्म होगा चैप्टर, मतलब ये क्लास कब तक है?
ये मान लो अब 2:15 तक जाएगी, ये कंप्लीट ही कर लेंगे।
सर मैंने आपको डाउट भेजा था व्हाट्सएप पे, एक बार क्लास के बाद वो भी समझा देना।
ओके ओके, 5 मिनट में आ जाओ, ठीक है? 42 पे आ जाओ। ओके, most poverty elevation program implemented are based on the perspective of 5-year plan. Expanding self-employment program and wage employment program are being considered as the major ways of addressing poverty. Example of self-employment program are Rural Employment Generation Program, Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana, Swarna Jayanti Rozgar Yojana. The first program aims at creating self-employment opportunity in urban area. The Khadi and Village Industry Commission is implementing in it. Under this program, one can get financial assistance in the form of bank loan to set up a small industry. So the educated unemployed from low income family in rural and urban area can get financial help to set up any kind of enterprise that generate employment. Pradhan Mantri Rozgar Yojana, Swarna Jayanti Rozgar Yojana mainly aims at creating employment opportunity, both self-employment and wage employment in urban area. अभी इसके डिटेल में आएंगे। Earlier, under self-employment program, financial assistance was given to family or individual. Since the 1990s, this approach has been changed. Now those who wish to benefit from these programs are encouraged to form self-help group. Initially, they are encouraged to save some money and lend among themselves as small loan. Later, through banks, the government provide partial financial assistance to self-help group, which then decide whom the loan is to be given for the self-employment activity. Swarn Jayanti Gram Sarojgar Yojana is one of such program. This has now been restructured as National Rural Livelihood Mission. A similar program called National Urban Livelihood Mission has also been placed in for urban poor. So the government has variety of programs to generate wage employment for the poor unskilled people in rural areas. In August 2005, the parliament passed a new act to provide guarantee wage employment to every rural household whose adult volunteer is to be unskilled, work for a minimum of 100 days in a year. ठीक है, मतलब कि उसे एम्प्लॉयमेंट मिलेगी 100 दिन की. अभी सारे प्रोग्राम्स को इन डिटेल पढ़ेंगे. This act is known as Mahatma Gandhi Rural Employment Guarantee Act. Under this act, all those among the poor who are ready to work at a minimum wage and can report to work in areas when this program is implemented. In 2000, nearly 5 crore household got employment opportunity under this law. Okay, अब ये देख लेते हैं जरा. Poverty Alleviation Program. This second approach has been initiated in third five-year plan and progressively enlarged since then. The government has introduced variety of program. ठीक है, तो गवर्नमेंट ने दो अप्रोचेस से इस प्रोग्राम को निकाला था. एक निकाला था सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयमेंट प्रोग्राम और एक निकाला था वेज एम्प्लॉयमेंट प्रोग्राम. ठीक है, एक निकाला था सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयमेंट प्रोग्राम और एक निकाला था वेज एम्प्लॉयमेंट प्रोग्राम. Elevation of poverty remains a major challenge before a nation. While there has been a steady decline in poverty over the last 2 decades, the total number of poor people has remained constant because of the growth in population. So the government has specifically designed anti-poverty program from generation of both self-employment and wage employment. अब सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयमेंट में सबसे पहला आता है रूरल एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन प्रोग्राम. ठीक है, रूरल एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन प्रोग्राम में क्या था? दिस प्रोग्राम वाज स्टार्टेड बाय द गवर्नमेंट टू क्रिएट सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटी इन रूरल एरियाज एंड स्मॉल टाउन. ठीक है, रूरल एरिया और स्मॉल टाउन में सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटी के लिए गवर्नमेंट ने निकाला था. इट वाज इंप्लीमेंटेड बाय खादी एंड विलेज इंडस्ट्री कमीशन. अंडर दिस प्रोग्राम वन कुड गेट अ फाइनेंशियल असिस्टेंस इन द फॉर्म ऑफ बैंक लोन और सेट अप स्मॉल इंडस्ट्री. ठीक है, अब इस प्रोग्राम में क्या होता है? इस प्रोग्राम में गवर्नमेंट फाइनेंशियल असिस्टेंस प्रोवाइड करता है, सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयड वाले को लोन प्रोवाइड कर देता है कि वो स्मॉल इंडस्ट्री सेटअप कर सके. और स्मॉल इंडस्ट्री सेटअप होगी तो क्या होगा? एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेट होगा. अब आते हैं नेक्स्ट पे, प्राइम मिनिस्टर रोजगार योजना. अंडर दिस प्रोग्राम द एजुकेटेड अनएम्प्लॉयड फ्रॉम अ लो इनकम फैमिली इन रूरल एंड अर्बन एरिया वर गिवन फाइनेंशियल हेल्प to set up any kind of enterprise that generate employment. ठीक है, तो प्राइम मिनिस्टर रोजगार योजना में क्या था? जो पढ़ा लिखा इंसान है लेकिन उसके पास नौकरी नहीं है और अगर वो कोई इनिशिएटिव ले रहा है जिससे नौकरी भी जनरेट होगी और उसे भी नौकरी मिल जाएगी, तो उसके लिए था ये. तो प्रधानमंत्री रोजगार योजना अटेम्प्टेड टू जनरेट एम्प्लॉयमेंट बाय सेटिंग अप 7 लाख माइक्रो एंटरप्राइज ड्यूरिंग द 8th प्लान. By 2003 to 4, 3 million people got employment under this scheme. ठीक है, तो रूरल एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन प्रोग्राम और प्रधानमंत्री रोजगार योजना दोनों को मर्ज कर दिया गया. तो द इंडियन गवर्नमेंट मर्ज रूरल एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन प्रोग्राम with Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana and introduce a new scheme called Prime Minister Employment Generation Program. With effect from 1st April 2008, the main objective of Prime Minister Employment Generation Program to generate employment opportunity in rural and urban areas through setting up new self-employment ventures, to bring together widely dispersed traditional artisan and unemployed youth and give them self-employment opportunity at their place. समझ गए? थम्स अप कर देना, इतना आ गया समझ तो. ओके, अब आते हैं स्वर्ण जयंती सहारी रोजगार योजना. Swarna Jayanti Sahari Rozgar Yojana aims at creating employment opportunity for both self-employment and wage employment. ठीक है, self-employment और wage employment दोनों के लिए था. This program seeks to provide gainful employment through encouraging setting up self-employment venture through provision of wage employment. It is centrally sponsored scheme which is funded on the basis of 75:25. मतलब आधा पैसा जो है, मतलब आधे से ज्यादा पैसा जो है वो तुम्हारी सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट देगी, और जो मतलब अगर मान लो 100 रुपए का खर्चा आ रहा है तो 75 जो है वो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट दे रही है और 25 स्टेट गवर्नमेंट. स्वर्ण जयंती सहारी रोजगार योजना ये क्रिएटिंग था एम्प्लॉयमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर बोथ सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयमेंट एंड वेज एम्प्लॉयमेंट. तो अर्लियर financial assistance was given to family or individual under self-employment program. However, the government changed this approach since 1990 through the program Swarna Jayanti Gram Swarojgar Yojana. अब आता है स्वर्ण जयंती ग्राम स्वरोजगार योजना. तो स्वर्ण जयंती ग्राम स्वरोजगार योजना promoting micro enterprise and being assisted poor family above the poverty line by organizing them into self-help group. People who wish to benefit from this scheme are encouraged to form self-help group. Initially, they are encouraged to save some money and lend among themselves as small loan. Later, through banks, the government provide partial financial assistance, which then decide whom the loans will be given to self-employment activity. पहला क्या था? रूरल एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन प्रोग्राम. ये कौन लाया था? खादी एंड विलेज इंडस्ट्री. उसके बाद दूसरा क्या था? प्राइम मिनिस्टर रोजगार योजना. इन दोनों को मर्ज कर क्या बना दिया था? प्राइम मिनिस्टर रोजगार योजना. ठीक है, प्राइम मिनिस्टर एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन प्रोग्राम. स्वर्ण जयंती रोजगार योजना वेज एम्प्लॉयमेंट के लिए भी था और सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयमेंट के लिए भी था, जो स्टेट और सेंट्रल स्पॉन्सर्ड दोनों था. और फिर आया था स्वर्ण जयंती ग्राम स्वरोजगार योजना. अब आते हैं वेज एम्प्लॉयमेंट प्रोग्राम पे. ठीक है, अभी इतना पढ़ देंगे. ठीक है, उसके बाद नेक्स्ट क्लास में पढ़ लेंगे. Wage employment program. The government has launched the various programs generate wage employment for the poor unskilled people living in rural areas. संपूर्ण ग्रामीण रोजगार योजना. अब इसका मेन एम क्या था? The scheme is to provide additional and supplementary wage employment by undertaking labor intensive work, thereby providing food security and increasing nutritional level. Wages were paid as a combination of food, grain and cash. ठीक है, मतलब पूरा कैश में पैसा नहीं मिलता था. कैसे मिलता था? थोड़ा ग्रेन मिल जाता था, थोड़ा कैश मिल जाता था. The scheme संपूर्ण ग्रामीण रोजगार योजना is open to all rural poor who need wage employment and desire to do manual and unskilled work in and around their village or habitat. तो संपूर्ण ग्रामीण रोजगार योजना में क्या था? गवर्नमेंट जो था वो वेज और फूड ग्रेन दोनों प्रोवाइड करता था. ये अनस्किल्ड लोगों के लिए था. ठीक है, जिनके आसपास जो कुछ काम हो रहा होगा रोड वोड का, वो वाले. फिर आता है नेशनल फूड वर्क प्रोग्राम. दिस प्रोग्राम वाज लॉन्च्ड इन 2004 with the objective of intensifying the generation of supplementary wage employment. The National Food for Work program was initially implemented in 150 most backward district of the country to provide additional resource apart from resource available under संपूर्ण ग्रामीण रोजगार योजना में. ठीक है, द प्रोग्राम वाज इम्प्लीमेंटेड एज 100% सेंट्रली स्पॉन्सर्ड स्कीम. दिस प्रोग्राम वाज इनकॉर्पोरेटेड इन महात्मा गांधी नेशनल रूरल एम्प्लॉयमेंट गारंटी एक्ट इन 2005. ठीक है, उसको फिर हमने क्या घोषित कर दिया था? नेशनल दिस प्रोग्राम वाज इनकॉर्पोरेटेड इन नेशनल रूरल एम्प्लॉयमेंट गारंटी एक्ट इन 2005. तो महात्मा गांधी नेशनल रूरल एम्प्लॉयमेंट गारंटी एक्ट. दिस एक्ट वाज पास्ड इन अगस्त 2005 in parliament, aims at enhancing the livelihood or security of people in rural area by guaranteeing 100 days employment of wage employment in financial year or rural household whose adult members volunteer to do unskilled manual work. All those among the poor who are ready to work at the minimum wage can report to work area where this program is implemented. 57.4 million people had sought work under this scheme in 2019 to 20. In addition to the above mentioned program, some more anti-poverty programs were initiated by the government, like Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Gram Modya Yojana, Valmiki Ambedkar Awas Yojana. Indian government has also introduced a few schemes to provide health insurance to a poor people. From 2014, a scheme called Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana is available, in which people in India are encouraged to open a bank account. Beside promoting saving habit, this scheme intends to transfer all benefit of government scheme and subsidies to account holder directly. Each bank account holder is entitled to 1 to 2 lakh accidental insurance cover. उसके बाद था सोशल सिक्योरिटी प्रोग्राम, नेशनल सोशल असिस्टेंस प्रोग्राम. National Social Assistance Program was initiated by the central government on 15th August 1995 to help a few specific groups. Under this program, elderly people who do not have anyone to take care of them are given pension to sustain themselves. Poor women who are destitute and widows are also covered under this scheme. ठीक है, ये क्रिटिकल अप्रेजल जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर वाला क्लास है ना, उसमें हम यही कर लेंगे. ठीक है, जिससे ये पॉवर्टी चैप्टर कंप्लीट हो जाए. बाकी इसमें तो कुछ नहीं छूटा ना अभी, फिर तो वो थर्ड अप्रोच पे ही आ गया है. ठीक है, चलो ओके.